us taking on domestic terrorism. This is what Joe Biden says he wants to. Now, if this were Bernie Sanders saying that we're going to tackle domestic terrorism and, authorize, different government entities to study it, I would be less worried because Bernie Sanders has spoken out against it. But when it comes to Joe Biden, someone who used terrorism to crack down on American civil liberties, we have to be very worried about what this could turn into because we could very well be walking into a trap and Americans could inadvertently give Joe Biden permission to crack down on their civil liberties even more. And I think that Fighter Luke Savage of Jacobin, he really put it best in an article where he argues we should be very worried about Joe Biden's domestic terrorism bill. Joe Biden used to brag that he practically wrote the Patriot Act, the Bush-era law that massively increased government surveillance powers. Now he's hoping to pass further domestic terrorism law once in office. The danger is real, but the January 6th Capitol attack will be used as an excuse to severely curtail our civil liberties. So if we collectively as a country be horrified at the January 6th event, give Joe Biden a mandate to crack down on domestic terrorism, what is this going to do? And I want to explore Luke Savage's argument a little bit more because he actually seems to be Ilhan Omar said. This can very easily be used against this. In other words, terrorists even again, is rather than cracking down on the domestic terrorists, we could them taking away our own civil liberties if we in fact allow Joe Biden to do this. So Savage continues, nearly 2 decades since its initial passage in the aftermath of the 9/11 attack.
Carl Schoen is a 23-year-old fight promoter from San Diego, California. He was asked over 50 questions by a polygraph examiner. 21 have been chosen for tonight.
Hi, thanks for creating a pop star. Hi, I'm Karen, and I'm Paul's mom. I'm his sister Jackie.
I'm Rick, and I'm Paul's dad.
I'd better lie to a woman about the fact that you live with your mother.
There'll be more. This is the first one. It's gonna turn from real quick. I want that lie, but I didn't volunteer the information. It depends how it played out. If the person never asked and never goes on topic, you didn't lie. If the person's like, so where do you live? What do you make? The roommate is your mom. Come on, topic. That's a lie. That's a racist lie. They don't fuck with me. You live with your mom? No, my mom lives with me. That's a lie.
Yes. Have you ever had sex with someone and kept her underwear as a trophy?
You guys looking at his face. Leave a comment below if you think he's the kind of guy who does this kind of stuff. Do it. Or leave a comment if you think that this guy is the same thing. Yes.
Answer is...
I have a whole joke. You didn't have. Oh, wow. Bro, you did not have to confirm like a donkey perm that you had a whole trophy case. Oh, hell.
Anticipated battle is about to begin! How are they so powerful? At times, the world can be so unfair!
But you keep secret from Maria.
We are witnessing history in the making!
I don't know. Let's see.
The fighters gallantly enter the arena! Fight their way to the top, and the other fighters won't have anything on them! fighting is like a real-time renaissance!
Which you
The fighters take center stage!
you go on the show on your own. You don't bring
Man, this amazing tension-filled scene is giving me a bad case of the goosebumps!
Don't bring all the men in the
How will this fight end? Nobody knows!
Children with Maria.
Why would you do that? Hold up. Actually, we don't know if he actually did. Let's watch.
Oh my god.
Wow. What's your answer?
I like to be organized, so yes, I do.
Where were we? Why would you do that? Jesus! Like, why would you do such a why would you do that? Wow! Oh, wow! You didn't know what a douchebag was? download certain things. Based off where you live, those things could be restricted. Now, I like watching TV shows. Sometimes we go further, feel me? And when that happens, we start using VPN to be able to run. We get invited to Shanghai. We're never going. Hell no! Yo, guys should come to Shanghai. We do comedy. I'm like, I think it's a trend. You know what's funny? It was a nigga who advised us. I'm like, damn, they got Negroes too. They try to lure us on you.
Maria, are you aware of this spreadsheet?
No, I'm
Is she on the spreadsheet? No
I feel
comment.
like I know nothing.
No comment. You feel like you know nothing.
Yeah.
Is it simply a list, or is there a category? Is there a rating?
There's a rating.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm guessing the next column has a phone number.
No. I've never seen a man take himself his own grave so much and like smile like an idiot while negotiating and doing the whole process. Oh my god, what is this? This is great. Wait.
You there! That's a fine look in your eyes. You've come at just the right moment.
This is like 2004. This man just went on TV, advertised himself to the world. Probably is gonna fucking
Hey, you!
process.
Huh? Have we met somewhere before?
No? Now don't tell me you two are previously acquainted.
How many columns are there?
Sorry, but I don't really remember.
5 or 6
Aren't you Natsume the Chaotic PK?
Impressive,
What? Don't tell me that you were involved in such a nasty and scurrilous business.
What? No, of course I wasn't. I mean, I get a bad case of the shivers just hearing the word PK.
Seriously? Maybe you have multiple personalities. No, that can't be it.
Yes, indeed. And even if you were a PK, I'm sure I wouldn't be afraid of you at all.
You know, it kind of hurts hearing it put that bluntly.
Well, in any case, you there with the good eyes. This here is my dear old friend Natsume. She's been stalking a certain dashing man for 7 years. She's quite the clingy stalker.
What are you talking about? I've never stalked anybody in my life.
There is no need to be embarrassed.
My sister. When I was 17 or 18, she gave me a little black book.
Right.
You know, every guy has a little black.
Sure.
And then it with a computer in. So I took a little black book and I just did my spreadsheet. I just keep updating. It's like, she's realizing all the red flags and that the friend is not your ally. The family doesn't care. She's realizing a lot of things. I don't think it's anything I think it is. But you gave it like that because you want to be overseas. And now you're on national TV getting embarrassed and you're not being overseas. That you look like a complete job, right? Because you know, sometimes people just date get with people because they want something around their mind and they can show up. Now imagine someone embarrassing you like this in front of everybody. Because he's big, he got muscles and everything. Yeah, on a picture? A picture?
Remember this little black book?
My little pimp book you gave me when I was for a birthday.
Are you a dependable guy?
Sometimes. It depends on the situation. But, yeah. What do you get?
There's a definition of not dependable. By definition, like if you...
So, young man with good eyes, you may take this young lady into your...
What? We just now met each other for the first time.
Enough! Have you not heard it said, men must be charming and women must be bold? Cease your vacillations and give him your member address now!
It'll be fine. Well then, once again, I'm not...
Yes, yes! This is most pleasing! May the glitter of stars be always upon your head at all times!
I just picked up another weirdo.
This floor reminds us to be humble. That's right.
I think you're very dependable.
Maria, you think so?
Yeah.
So I trained your truck the whole show. You think he's dependable? It's crazy. You've been through all these. And he asked a question and you still say yeah? Girl, there are blind men not seeking you, and that you do. Wow, boo-boo. Give this girl a cane.
Question 13. Do you think you could ever be faithful with just one?
Oh my.
No.
That answer is
That's 13 truthful answers. You're doing great.
I like this host. He's a good host. You're doing great, buddy. Your social life, not so much. But you,
More than $100,000. This is surprise. See what we get.
Yeah.
That's
Very disappointed.
Does that make you wonder how faithful he's being to you as you guys are dating right now? Anything you want to add to this?
I respect Maria a lot.
that's different from the show. Finish like this and say you respect me. Yeah. Everybody would love that kid said she's beautiful. Do you want a kid? Nah. You like my That's not a kid, man. Please don't be taking her as your wife. I'm gonna get the damn wife. But do you?
Question 14. Have you had relations with over 100 women?
Some people want to look at 100 a lot. You'd be surprised how many people out here have very surprised. It's actually super common, especially in America, man. When you've been to college, there's a lot of people who are cleaning up. Spill on aisle 5. Someone's there. He's a janitor, but he looked damn good. I'm telling you, there's somebody cleaning up everything on college campuses.
Looks like we can do it.
This is a piece of cake.
Every time I watch that show, I'm like, damn, y'all really want that money, huh? But it was really like, and back in the days, I can understand that, like $100,000.
Don't let your guard down.
a sweat.
Do as you please.
you please.
That guy's a killer. He shot a man 7 times in the back, point blank range. Those guys are shot by
proceeds to put one of its sons in the coma.
Took my arm away and reaction. After I did that, I realized that she was police.
Police. So why didn't he just stop and do what the police are asking him to do?
I couldn't hear that. All I heard was screaming. My ears were ringing, so it was all muffled.
If the police were finding me, they were tasing me, I would stop walking.
Looks like we can do it.
There wasn't too much story in but I will say it's a shame that the way that the police respond to a situation, even when there's multiple police officers on scene, is to shoot you 7 times in the back. That's how they resolve issues.
Real crew!
Yeah, no, of course there'll be people, well, it should have just applied. Should have just applied. Well, here's the thing, guys. Sometimes people don't. That doesn't mean you get to die because you didn't listen. So the videos the guys not listening, they go home just fine. It's the white guys. The guys are the ones that went on the Capitol. They go home just fine, Johnson. Because it's all relative. It's all how to copy them. Oh, it's my life, Johnson. I'm afraid this guy has his back to me. He was gonna stand because he has his back to me. He had a knife sticking out of his back. How that even works? How you even make the claim that this guy was a threat if it's back to you? We had this conversation before. This guy. Some people see that. What position? Running away, or standing away, or slipping away, or sitting in their beds, walking their kids, or eating McDonald's, sitting in the drive-thru, or whatever they're doing, like whatever, just being black. There you go, being black. What have I told you about being black? Pow, 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 pow. It's shot by McDonald's.
This is a piece of cake.
Should have been justified. So, what's it? This, I mean, should have got it 10 times. Hey, man. 7 seems like a bargain. People say defunding the police is impossible. People say changing how we police in America is impossible. I want to remind you that if rich white people died at the rate that poor black people died, this thing would be a wrap. If rich white people died at the rate that indigenous people died, this thing would be a wrap and be over so quick. There wouldn't even be a police force anymore. It'd be public servants with walkie-talkies and batons and crossing guards departments of America. Or something like that. There would be no more police department. You start shooting kids, or kids, or let them in fear of their lives. They should have an access to
Don't let your guard down.
Breonna Taylor situation, a no knock warrant if you shoot.
I heard they were getting
I heard you had a small chance of getting into Queen Kira.
Buffett's second base.
We won.
It'd be a fucking rap. Only place you see a police officer in any museum. Yeah. It'd be right there in the history books. 100 years ago, I'd be like, once upon a time back in the 20th century. The 21st century, there was this thing called police. What? Police? Yeah, back in the day. 200 years ago, you used to have these people called police. They were very racist. Many of them were racist and Nazis. Some of them were Trump supporters. And then they wiped it all out.
I expect it. In honor of your feet, I grant thee my divine protection.
Till we meet again. Oh God, I'm so glad I wasn't born back then. Yeah, it was terrible.
Bring it on!
That blacks like hotcakes, killing in the streets. Big water hose. Lighting pipelines, water hose in it. No prison brothers. Shooting cold water on them anyway from just standing there. Tony Tadeo says, I'm not gonna fly jobs. What's the Chris Rock said? Some jobs, everybody gotta be good. You know what he said? Some jobs, everybody gotta be good. It's like pilots. How many people would fly? If their motto was, well, most of the time our pilots land. This ain't even about training, man. He shot a man 7 times in the back. That guy's a killer. Yeah, you don't need to be trained not to be a killer, Johnson. That guy's a killer. He shot a man 7 times in the back, point blank range. Now, there's times you can shoot a person 7 times in the back. Someone is holding a sword. He's got a sword. You duck. He misses the momentum from his swing, turns him all the way around 180 degrees, and now rat-a-tat-tat. And no one would be upset. So, no, Jazz, no. Unless you shoot somebody 7 times in the back, there's no really clearance. I've got rescue dogs before. No one had to tell me it's in black. Don't put the dogs in black. I'm not a statistic, torturing mofo. You understand? So, no, you don't need to talk how. You don't shoot a man or one man in the back center. Except for the reasons that's They talk about the world as if it's
I didn't even break a sweat.
This situation is to our advantage.
you've got?
Madam Speaker, I have constituents outside this building right now. I promised my voters to be their voice.
Who is this unequivocal lunatic?
I'm Lauren Boebert. I approve this message because Nancy Pelosi and AOC...
It's freshman Congresswoman Lauren Boebert, a supporter of the events that took place on January 6th.
It is my separate but equal obligation to weigh in on this election and object.
Boebert took the floor and backed it.
Trump called for the attack.
Walk down to the Capitol, get your people to fight.
She supports the president even after his attempt at becoming a dictator.
Instead of coming together for the good of the American people, we are bickering over impeaching a man.
Lauren Boebert is many things, and here's what you should know. First, what rang the bell was this photo posted on her restaurant's Facebook, Shooter's Grill. It was two Dallas Cowboys pilots posing with her. After all, team owner Jerry Jones is a fierce Trump loyalist and followed his lead on black players kneeling in that he wanted to cancel their employment. It simply does not end there, though. San Francisco Giants owner Charles B. Johnson and his wife Ann, per FEC filing, donated the max amount to Boebert in the lead up to the 2020 general election. FEC filings also show on September 12th, Diamondbacks chairman Earl Ken Kendrick donated $2,800 as well to her campaign. So what do they support in her? Let's go back to January 6th, when domestic terrorists infiltrated the chamber. She was specifically told, do not reveal locations. We must remain diligent while in lockdown. She said, screw it, and did it anyway. The speaker has been removed from the chamber, she wrote at 11:18 a.m. 4 minutes prior was when Trump's domestic terrorists chased a black police officer and hero Eugene Goodman inside the Capitol. That's right, this video was at 11:14 a.m. per the reporting at the New York Times. Coincidence? It's hard to even ponder going down that path. Pelosi was a target by the insurrectionists who called for her demise. Let's not forget, at 5:30 a.m. Pacific time that morning, Lauren Boebert tweeted, "Today is 1776, the rallying cry domestic terrorists uttered as they stormed the Capitol." It's why AOC says she feared for her life, much like fellow Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley, because her emergency buzzers were removed from her office. Representative Mikey Sherrill, a veteran of the Navy and nearly 10 years of active duty, witnessed an extremely high number of outside groups in the complex on Tuesday, January 5th. Sherrill, along with other Dems, are demanding answers. The rumor has been it was Boebert. She is a hypocrite of epic proportions, claiming to love the Constitution while her restaurant allows slimy, greasy fast food to desecrate it. Speaking of desecrate, her restaurant gave their customers diarrhea. Boebert and Caitlin Bennett should obviously have a chat. A conspiracy theorist who can't tell east from west, here she is threatening Democratic members of Congress. She despises black athletes kneeling to say racism is bad because, well, She's a tried and true bigot. It's funny. The party that leans into conspiratorial themes supports someone like Boebert, whose husband runs counter to their very goals.
Everybody else on Twitch these days. Hi everyone. Oh, like I actually watched somebody that didn't even talk. Right? I watched somebody that didn't even talk and they were like this.
One thing you can do in your everyday life is to normalize stating your pronouns, especially if you're a cisgender person. This takes...
Now, I've been told a lot in my 23 years that Donkey of the Day is a new one.
Yeah, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, January 13th. Go to Howard University. Now, I asked her, how she did it. She didn't know that she was my friend. I don't know what they're so how would I didn't go to college. Okay, I graduated in 1998 from high school, worked in high school. South Carolina, I was supposed to graduate in 1996. It didn't happen. So I tend to stay out of college embarrassment. Not my honorary degree, so that they could continue to support HBCU. I have a scholarship there set up in her name. We'll be giving a couple of scholarships this year. I don't know if I need to mind my situation. This situation is bigger than how it's person. And it's hard for me to pass up the opportunity to teach and show people a bigger picture in the situation. Also, I feel like there's no situation where a person don't want to feel bad. Howard University, one of the richest historically black colleges ever, definitely probably the most famous school in the 90s, Chadwick Boseman, South Carolina, Taraji P.
Yeah, looks like we can do it.
All right. Real quick one. Rin you. DJ Envy. Yes. What? Right she is. Say it again. Rin you. Rin you. Yes. I would say Asian. Angela Yee. Rin you. Yes. What? Right she is.
Definitely Asian.
Okay. Now, you're both correct. All right, she is. Vice President of Communications and Chief Communications Officer Frank Tran in the Office of University Communications said in a statement, I'm excited to welcome Rin to Howard Chief Skill and proven track record of service. This chapter of Howard's history is state historical training for the generation to come. And it's important to continue to authentically highlight and uplift our journey. Now, once again, this is Charlemagne the God talking, and I do not want to make sense about Rin because she is absolutely qualified to be the editor-in-chief of the journalist, writer, editor, digital media especially. The first back when I was at a print broadcast, Washingtonian National Association. Qualified for a lot of positions. This is not my problem. And I could have this all okay, I'm wrong. I'm hoping for discussion. I thought Howard University was dangerous.
I'll crush you.
All these talk black people that have diversity. Black people in executive positions, folks.
Welcome back, folks. Scarf. So you got the one with the long toes.
Well,
it'll take longer for you to wrap your nail.
This is the only one they had in my size. The ones that I wanted, they didn't have.
What, like the boobs?
Do you like those? That was kind of an impulse because they were on parents.
Little flabby thing.
But when like open the box and find people, she's like putting it out, I'm like, ooh, work too. Like, I think. It's like I forget it. It's like I forget how to follow.
It's just like after a while.
What about the box? You like box?
What box?
Some like big chunky round.
Is it about Crocs?
Not Crocs, it's like rubber. But like Clark.
This is a thumb?
That's a really professional because Stony Brook Strong.
Stony Brook Strong. That's cool though.
Yeah.
Two out of three. Not bad. Only 2 out of 3. That's fine. I think that after a while they look really uncomfortable.
I think the sneakers are my least favorite. I was like looking for something like gray. But like I had gray and I had a blue and I was like, I never buy a blue, but I don't buy a gray.
You know what I'm thinking about?
Yeah. So like
those are probably the best.
no, I tried with like when it was class.
No.
I tried with my toenail and then a little like this little strip in front of it. Oh perfect, because my toenail is close up. My toenail poked right beneath it. So it's possible that it'll fit like with this toenail it'll find a way.
I was thinking about getting you sneakers, but like it's hard to get you sneakers because after a while your toe will fucking.
Yeah, but like
2 bagels? They're both for me? No.
You're not getting away.
I tend to like go to the bathroom and wash my hands, I'll dry them, and I'll put lotion right away. And it feels super gross because it feels like my hands are like still wet for a long time. I'm like, it's just dried. So I put on like lotion when they're wet and they stay like clammy. I feel like when they're like creamy. But then when it dries, it feels so good. It feels better than if I were to like wait and put on lotion because it like absorbs as my hand is drying with more pores are like open. It's already happening now. It only lasts for a little bit. It feels super gross, but now it's like super still. So soft. And it dries really fast. I was talking to Apple Monday yesterday, and like we were talking about like specialties, I think, and then someone for some reason mentioned like dermatology. I forgot why Wendy like mentioned it in the first place. And then like Apple was telling me a story about how like she went to a dermatologist with her sister because her sister had like, basically she had the same hair loss that I did, but like I didn't go into detail with like my medical history. But like, she said that her sister lost a lot of weight really fast, and then like all her hair fell out. Not all of it, but she lost like a lot of hair. It was like alopecia, and I was like, it's kind of like what I was experiencing. I didn't tell her that. But like she said that like it was concerning, so they went to a dermatologist, and dermatologist like was like telling her like, oh, you can like put this like cream on, but the cream isn't covered by insurance, so it costs like, it's like a little bit less than $100, and it was like $93. And there was like another option for like some kind of ointment that she could put on her scalp, and it also wasn't covered by insurance. And I guess like she like left feeling kind of like, oh man, this like didn't help me, because I don't want to like, that's expensive, because not everyone can afford that, especially after scan. I was like, I don't know. Not like 4, but they struggle.
You think that's why like they're so on her, bro?